Hi everybody, I'm Tony Visco, your host for Painting for Pleasure. Today we're going to do something a little different. Last week I had the pleasure of going in and videotaping the New England Watercolor Society's annual meeting, and at the meeting three lovely ladies did a piece together. What ended up happening was that they brought in about a 4x8 sheet of watercolor paper, and they put that on the background of a board, and they painted the Boston cityscape. The three ladies that did that, you're going to have the pleasure of seeing today, and I thought maybe this might be a fun thing to do. There's a couple of things that I wanted to sort of get out when I did this. This is an annual meeting that they have every year. It was the first time that they decided to do this kind of thing together collectively. They call it the Three Amigas. Joyce Chin, Julie Blanchard, and Wendy Hale. Wendy's from Duxbury, I think Julie's down the Cape, and I'm not too sure where Cathy Chin is from, maybe Norwell, in the Norwell area, but nonetheless they got together and they did this fun piece. Again, you'll have the pleasure of watching them. It's a 4x8 sheet, and I think hopefully you'll thoroughly enjoy it. And by the way, just so that you know, I am a signature member of the New England Watercolor Society. You have an opportunity, if you paint, to join the New England Watercolor Society anytime you'd like as an associate member. It's only $20. So you may want to consider that. We do a lot of plein air work. As of the year ago, we started doing outdoor plein air painting. And that's good for both the signature members and the associate members. So if you decide that you'd like to do something like that, it's very easy. Just go online to the New England Watercolor Society.org and you'll be able to sign up. Anyway, from now going forward, for the next hour, enjoy what I call Painting for Pleasure at the New England Watercolor Society annual meeting. Thank you.
Winning the silver medal last year at the member show, I said, oh, she's good. Let's get her in here. Julie Blanchard won third prize this year at the member show, vice president. And I'm Wendy Hale, who got roped in because Bob Schung said he wasn't going to do it. And that's the job of the president. You fill in when others don't. So that's
and Wendy's tall, so she's
and I'm tall, so I get to do this guy. Okay, and Tony's going to be videotaping this. All cheering is encouraged. Okay.
You mean we have to talk to you about this? Okay, we can do that.
You want me to come over here and do a little sky over here?
Yes, start painting sky. I learned I'm very bossy, but that's because of 40 years teaching little kids.
Oh yeah, now we have to.
I'm just fascinated to see what you all are up to.
That's a good question. We're wondering what we're up to.
We had 2 rehearsals in Plymouth at the Guild.
Here, you want the speaker thing?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'll put on I'm talking in front of middle school children voice. This may be too loud. I'll knock them out of the room. The first rehearsal we had in Plymouth, we didn't know what we were going to do. Not a clue. I had looked up Google Images and found a bunch of pictures of Boston. I figured most people could recognize something in Boston. Don't be too critical on the number of windows in the State House. Cathy's been practicing and she's memorized how many on each floor. So talk to her about windows. We saw the images on Google online. Wendy had already run off a pile of Xerox copies from some of those images. And then we spent about half an hour with scissors and glue, cutting them all up and recollaging them.
It's over there on the count.
Everything's over there that we used to start with. And we had the beginning of something. So then we made, on a large piece of paper, a sketch of what we thought would be important that people would actually recognize possibly, and that would actually fill up a 7-foot piece of paper. Wendy made us do value studies too, so that
Like a
we would
teacher,
know
huh?
our values.
I was trying to get them to do value studies, they were
I
not well
know,
behaved.
we did not like to do things like that. But anyway, we got through the value part of it, and then we sketched it out on a piece of paper this big, and we spent 3.5 hours painting it. Now, if you have reservations tonight to stay over, I won't say that again. But the second time we did it, and I don't know how it happened, but it was only 1 hour and 10 minutes. And we had something that it convinced us we actually could come back and do this. So I have no idea what it's going to look like. Wendy doesn't know. Cathy doesn't know. You're going to be the first people
We don't know.
to see something different.
Julie, would you let me hook this onto you? It's my microphone.
Okay.
If I can just hook it on
Get
here.
on me.
No, I'm just trying to get a little.
Now I'm probably going to stop talking now.
We don't want to have just go up there.
Okay. All right.
Don't let me run away without it.
Don't let me wear it home. Okay. Who wants the mic? Wendy.
No, I'm not doing anything.
Vice President, here you go. One of those duties. So Wendy's starting out with all the tallest parts, and we're starting with a sky, figuring that will at least hold some of our bunches of buildings together. And if you start at the top, any of the drips that come down over what you're doing will become the next layer of paint down below. So once we start to paint down here, we can't go up there again. Wendy?
That was looking like a paint, like you were painting a house.
No house painting.
No house painting. Yeah, you know where these guys are.
I do.
That's that one, that's Andrew.
Okay, don't worry.
And we can use each other's
We're using each other's palettes.
palettes. This is, you know, I was talking about getting the membership together and to
This-
become more friendly.
This is not what we planned.
People ask if I paint. Thank God you don't paint with your left hand, but I do. I usually smudge and finger paint with the left hand, or use the brush in the left hand if I'm going around. Like if I go around this here, I use the left hand usually. So this is actually more challenging to me that I have to do everything one-handed.
Is this what you're calling pink?
That's perfect.
But that's the color you're calling pink, right?
You mean permanent rose?
And whatever this is. What is that? What is that? Is that Elizabeth?
No. Well, I don't know which ones. I don't like.
That's Cathy. That's Elizabeth. Well, alizarin works best with ultramarine blue. And I'm the only one that brought phthalo, so.
I think I might even have that on my palette. I'm cleaning up.
All right, keep heading
I like the sky so far.
west.
We need some more sky on this side.
Whoa, got a little wet over here.
Why did that happen?
I don't know. Maybe somebody got into my palette. Whoa. I think somebody got into my palette.
I dig it. This is clean water. With ice in it.
This is what happens when you share a palette. Some people do things better than others.
So I tell the kids at school, as long as the water is transparent and it looks like Kool-Aid, you probably can drink it. But if you don't want to, you know, you can't see the bottom of the container, don't do it.
Yeah, this got a little.
Fifth graders will try it.
Wendy, what kind of paper is that? What surface?
This is
rough.
300 pound rough?
It's
Oh, what
not
size?
300, it's one. No, it's when you get it in a roll, it's not 140, it's like 220 or something.
200?
It's two,
You get 200 in a roll,
okay, then that's what this is.
but that seems very wide, so I'm not sure.
Well, it would have been longer, but we couldn't get it in Wendy's van.
200.
Well, we could get it in the van, but we couldn't get in the van as well. it would be, we found that was a little difficult.
Go find Melbourne.
And actually, it was pretty interesting bringing it from Plymouth, consider we had the dog, so the dog was covered, I was covered with the dog.
Shall I do an underpainting on the State House?
Then what do we have over here?
You couldn't bring the Mini Cooper, Wendy?
It wouldn't fit in the Mini Cooper. So we had to do the other van. Then we had to wait for the van to be repaired to get it up here because it was in the shop. It was interesting.
You're going to paint right over the building?
I'm painting over the building, but I'm not painting Rick. Don't worry. Don't forget it's the Hancock building and it blends with the sky.
Okay, you're the boss. Woo!
Whoa, that's really thick.
Oh, that's really good.
Way too thick, way
No,
too
no,
thick.
no.
But now I don't have to go back and get more. Wendy, watch the drips. Watch those drips.
That's how you thin it.
It is.
See, this is how you get camaraderie at its best.
Okay, I won't splash on yours if you don't splash on mine.
I gotta get up here.
If anybody's jealous and really, wants to try this themselves,
No, it's good, I like that.
right? Take a little of that red into there.
Oh, that's good. Good job, girls.
Tell yourself that.
I'm trying to get the paint roller out.
Take this down a bit.
Where am I? I'm up here.
It's going to get dark.
Oh, God. You're right, I don't need a coat. I'm reaching up to the sky so much.
That's a good motto for life.
Reaching for the
Reach
sky.
for the sky.
Reach for the
Up
sky.
there, Wendy.
I gotta move across.
All right, this is the bottom of Paul Revere's.
And then we've got this here.
There you are. I went hunting for you.
Well, honey, I went back to speak with this girl we knew at the table, Marcia McManus.
This area down here is getting a little bit wet, but that'll make the drips easier to get rid of. It's a rough piece of paper, so it'll take some punishment.
And we need things to be able to take punishment.
Yeah, because we can be tough.
It was in the chair you sat in at dinner.
Love this red
Chair that you sat in at lunch.
which wasn't meant to be in there.
Good, and then up and then very
Yeah,
far,
let me get over here.
right here.
Uh-oh.
I'm sitting on
What
mine.
color is our North Church going to be?
It's white.
It's white,
Just
okay.
hit it with a little bit.
Yes. Whoops. I didn't mean to bang into your broken arm, Wendy.
That's okay.
I put my mic on Julie.
Oh, good
So
idea.
Can
I
you,
can hear her.
can you hear me?
I can hear you.
But nobody else. But that's okay. What do you think?
I like that.
Is that good?
Sure.
So far, so good, yes.
Oh, that's good.
Then we'll get Bob Shun up
Yes.
here afterwards because he was the one who's supposed to be doing this. Oh, that's no, leave it alone.
Bob can make all our lines straight.
There you go.
It's surprising that you're all getting along over there.
Oh, well, you know, we've
They
done
just
this.
started. They just started.
That was the hardest
They
part.
just started. Just wait.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Hey, look at that sky. It stopped.
All right, so far, so good. What's happening over here? It's the end of the,
What did we decide to do, just bushes?
I think there's some,
Well, the State House comes along.
oh, that's right, that's right. You're right.
You can look over there at the cheat sheet of what we did before.
Yeah, but don't tell us if we're not doing it right.
No, we can look at that. They can't.
State House comes along.
Okay, that's right, that was our second version.
I don't know, how did I get in charge of this?
I don't know. And I've been paying attention.
You have?
Yes, I have. Oh. This is, watch those splashes.
I like the splashes. They're the best part. If you get upset with a painting, I always say splash it. Tell it who's boss. All right, let's see how.
Looks great.
It's getting there. Of course, Bob's saying it looks great.
Anybody gonna build one, Peter?
Oh, we did the Sitco in the first one. I did the Sitco. I loved doing the Sitco. I thought that was the best. Ooh.
No, we gave her the, what's the bridge we're doing over here?
That is the salt and pepper chip.
That's right. What's the real name? Longfellow.
It's almost done.
What kind of brushes are you using?
This is a Robert Simmons 2-inch.
Yeah, mine are 1-inch brushes.
Okay.
Light to dark, top to bottom, back to front, wet to dry, big to small.
Did you grow up on Paddles there?
No, but I think there's a sailboat with your name on it.
Oh, goody. I love doing sailboats. All right, whiskey needs to go in here. That was his hair.
Cathy, Paul, you're here with you.
Kathy may need to come in here and rescue my.
Kathy's our Paul Revere.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wait a minute.
What do I just use, your paint?
You can, you can. Just don't get dirty colors in my clean colors.
Yeah.
I had promised to
Yeah, that's
be accepted by next Saturday. Probably once the decision on maybe I'll see how
While they're working really hard, these are some preliminary sketches. We all did this kind of stuff in our own sketchbooks. And this is what I started to fiddle with Boston Skyline, shapes. Okay, because we're doing shapes, we're not doing bricks and window panes. So get that right out of your head right now, okay, and be happy with shapes. And some of the shapes will be different colors. So you can think shape and color, big and small, light and dark, and be happy. Okay, so this is a really quick 2-minute skyline sketch. And this was a quick drawing of the Old State House. I don't know if it made it into the big one or not. It might be back there. But the State House has all these weird animal creatures around the top decoration structure. So I went back and I drew them up close in detail. So if I ever did have to do the State House, I've already figured out what the animals were. Okay, and then, oh, that's the British Beer Company, which is not in the picture. And then this was my quick State House drawing, so I could show Cathy how many windows she needs to paint in. Pencil part of it probably took longer, probably took maybe half an hour on the pencil part. And then I just did a quick wash, watercolor wash over it just to give it some color. And then this is the Old North Church, done in about 5 minutes. The faster you work, and the simpler it gets. But you don't have time to put in every window and shutter. So looking just at the shapes,
Those were light bulbs.
you're doing a really good job, both of you. And then once I did that one, I had a little bit more time, so then I went back and I did this one. But it took the other sketch first, so that was in my head, and then when I did this one, I did more work on it, but it also happened a lot faster.
What?
So you have to
Lighting fixtures.
count the windows, Cathy. Lighting fixtures, lighting fixtures.
Right here. I got a sketch.
You got it?
She's got it. She's on it.
Good.
And then, okay, so I was dealing with this. I got a little distracted there. Can you
It
imagine?
happens.
And this thing,
It happens.
getting distracted.
So we're trying to use part of the sky, part of the greenery. Anything you see green could be the Esplanade or Boston Common or Boston Gardens. We were not being terrifically accurate.
We were making sure we weren't terrifically accurate.
We're hoping a lot of you are not from Boston and have
Although
no
I'm
idea
from Boston, that's why I got
what
recruited,
we're
I
looking
think.
at. Wendy can tell you everything historical about any of these buildings.
No, I
Can't?
no,
I thought you gave tours.
I did. I don't anymore. I can't do both.
You put a lot of work into this, didn't you?
We tried.
Boy.
Now, each one of us has our own,
Unique style.
I was going to say paintbrush handling technique, but unique style also reads the same way. So it means that we can't just stay in one spot for the whole painting. We have to move around. And I haven't been over here long enough.
I haven't been anywhere.
Well, you're going to come over here in a minute. How's
Oh,
that?
thank you.
I've got a car right here that's got your name on it.
Great.
Okay. You want some?
It's gonna be a yellow sailboat.
Are we doing dark on the street underneath the,
Under the car.
under the cars?
What do you think?
And then lighter down here? All right, just let it, just let it drip. That's a great bumper sticker. Let it drip. Let it drip.
How's that? We'll need a little more on the trees.
Maybe we're gonna have to step back in a few minutes and see it from a distance. That was the other thing we discovered as we were doing this. When you're right up in front of it, you know, you can't really see it at all. So, when we were in Plymouth, that's one of the things we did, is that we did step back.
Look at this car. Wow. Oh, they're fun. Cars should be fun.
I'm just gonna,
Well, you had green over here, so I decided orange.
we all have different palettes. And
But
mine,
we joined them.
yes, we're working out of all of them, so.
Yeah, but we also decided on colors we would
Yes.
use together.
We
Because
did.
we said, hey, we were to make it, because the first time we were doing the sky, we were like, wait a second, there's ultra, there's cad, there's, and cobalt, and it was like, whoa. So we decided it would be really good if
No.
we had a little consistency.
Is Paul gonna go lighter or darker?
He's gonna go darker.
Okay,
Darker.
so then we'll go lighter behind him? Okay, because we
Yeah,
have
we
to
can-
contrast values, Wendy.
Yes, contrast.
What's over here, more bushes?
More bushes. When in
Oh,
doubt,
wait, there's another light.
When in doubt, put in
when in doubt,
bushes.
put in bushes.
That's our mantra.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna-
That and just drip. Just drip was good too.
I like just drip.
I'm bringing your sky pink color down into the buildings here,
Good.
because we know that light bounces off of everything. So if it's in the sky, we're going to see it down here someplace. We don't have to pay for this rug, do we, Wendy?
No, New England Watercolor, just take that.
Oh,
We'll talk to the treasurer.
in that case. I have to step back now. All right. Yeah, it's not bad. Come back here.
Come back.
Come back here. It's getting there.
Look at that.
See?
Coming nicely.
It's coming nicely.
Even Robert likes it.
I like it. You bet.
All right, honey.
Could you just come down the darker end of the car?
Yeah, I did. I had to.
That's a good fan.
I had to be.
Then I had to redo, what it was interesting also, not only getting it here, but the fact that I had to, we'd redrawn it on the paper,
That's right.
but we didn't, these girls were off in Neverland, they didn't help me put it back on the board. Thank
That's right,
goodness
we didn't,
I
did we?
have an
This is
assistant.
In everything you do.
In everything I do. It's amazing. It's like, oh, yes, thank you. Yes, please, help me with this.
So we got the street here, and the shadow underneath this.
This would be a fun guild
Everybody
demo
needs
for
an
next
assistant.
year,
What?
too. This would be a fun demo at the guild.
There you go. Well, I can tell you, the Guild did ask us when we were doing it at the beginning, can we come and log? And Peg said she was going to come, but I don't think
It's good.
she came.
Light to dark. We'll get the lights in, now it's a good dark. We're going top to bottom, back to front, big to small, light to dark, and wet to dry.
He's got the wrong number of windows in there.
I told you, you say the wrong word.
What was that again? Light to dark? What?
Light to dark,
Warm to cool?
no,
No?
No.
No?
sometimes it is. Light to dry. It's back to front. Background's before foreground's, back to front.
Back to
And if
front.
you're working vertically, it's top to bottom. So you can make use of your drips. If you're doing a floral, all the drips are stems.
Oh, you need
So
more
you don't
of
even
this
have to think about how to
This
connect.
one, let's see, what color should we make it prudential?
Top to bottom, back to front, light to dark, wet to dry. That keeps my senior citizens from putting in the eyelashes on the bunny rabbits first. They have to do the background and the fur before they can put in the eyelashes. It's a tough crew. Is this the Prudential building?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Whoops, too bright.
No. No.
Yeah, the Prudential is sort of a dark.
if you spend $300 at Cheap Joe's, they'll send you a free brush. Money well spent.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you get to pick the brush?
No, this is what you do.
What'd you get?
You got that.
I usually used to go to Blake's.
Well, I think that's true. 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm usually at Cheap Joe's.
Okay, so what are we gonna do over here? This needs to be too much, maybe we'll do a greeny sort of.
Greeny sounds good. This is
I think
good.
greeny, yeah. Trying to get some of this rust
This
in
good
it.
one?
I'm just mixing, yeah, like greeny,
Yeah.
I think we need a little more neutral.
Here's your gray.
It should be pretty gray.
Gray's not green.
Pretty gray is not green. There's a new statement, guys.
Well, is that gonna be too much like what's down here, or do you wanna go bluer here?
Yeah, that needs to,
Darker. And then you can go lighter up on this, on that. Yes, because that will be in shadow. That's the the overhead.
Oh, we could light it up for St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, yes. There's a shadow underneath the tree area. Right? That will make the,
Well, that's not a very realistic.
neither is this mural.
How did you figure that?
Put it together.
Yes.
If you leave, please let us know, because we're really involved here, and we probably won't notice.
We'll turn around and there'll be nobody there. We'll go, what happened? Julie's decided that we should sell this. I think,
Making reproductions and raffling off the reproductions.
I
But
thought
if
that
anybody knows Mayor Walsh or the governor,
there is
we'd be happy to let them borrow it for the State House.
actually
City Hall.
in the City Hall, there is a
Space for exhibits.
space for exhibits.
Right.
And I thought that maybe we
We
should
should have an
offer
watercolor
this.
exhibit and let this be the entrance.
The shining star. Or maybe not the shining star.
The Commonwealth Archives also has some nice display spaces that would be great to.
But if anybody wants this for their living room, we don't mind, you know.
We'll negotiate.
We'll negotiate. Yeah, it's getting wet. I'm having the same issue.
Well, wet can be good.
Well, it's a little more vertical than I normally paint. It's like when people ask me to demonstrate and it's vertical, I'm like, it's, you know, you do get used to it, but it's,
You have to make your peace with gravity.
you do.
You do. And if you let gravity do 50% of the work for you, if it's not working out,
You can blame
you can
it.
blame it on gravity, you know? Most scientists still don't know that.
About blaming it.
No gravity, they haven't figured that out yet. Paul Revere needs a little more, something. Yes, he's definitely fading into the background quickly.
Yeah, that's why I did that. I was like, last night, I was like,
Well, it's still March, it's not the 18th of April yet.
I know.
They're still here.
they're still here. We haven't scared them away yet?
No.
That's pretty cool.
That's looking good.
Robert,
Can't you tell? Those trees. This is not a realistic painting. What do you mean? If you want me to do the State House or something like that, I can count the,
2, 4, 6, 8, that's plenty.
who do we appreciate?
No, it's just a little
Okay, now what we need a little bit under here.
shapes. Now, next time you're in Boston, if it looks anything like this, please take a photograph and send it to Wendy. And we'll post it on the website.
I'll send it to Steve, and Steve will put it on the website and say, look, looks just like the demo.
Feel like I was there.
They'll go, what demo? Oh, that demo.
This is the Arches paper that has a rough surface to it, and it's like painting on a sponge. It sucks up all the wet stuff.
I thought that rough would be better so that it wouldn't dribble down as quickly. Julie did not agree with me, but I wasn't about to buy another roll. That's called compromise. If she had ordered it, I would have agreed with whatever she got.
That's right. See, I didn't, so it's my own fault.
Oh, look,
Okay.
clear water.
Let that go. How about red card? More carish looking strokes. Mechanical. Geometric.
Buildings?
I want a little more dark down.
Just on the car.
Oh, on the
On the car.
Oh, I was talking about me.
No, we let that go for now, because that's still wet up there. We can still do stuff. If the paper gets too wet, you do have to let it dry a bit before you can go back.
But that's
with
the
a dry
advantage
brush.
of working on a big piece of paper, because there's always other places to work on.
Or working outdoors, and you could join us this season with our plein air group. We're going to be in a number of different places. And you can come and paint, you can come and just watch us, you can come and go out to lunch.
Or go to the museum. To heck with it.
Go step back.
She keeps saying that.
Go step back. Take my word for it.
Hey, not bad.
Stand back. She's just trying to get me out to stop painting.
Were you asked to leave?
No,
No,
she
she told
told
me I
us
should
the
look
last
at
two
it.
we did. I can tell you that right now.
Right.
It looks like Boston.
It looks like Boston. Boston.
More green.
More green?
Yeah, when did the parade start?
This is the old church.
Here's your church. Yep. See, it's got brick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Longfellow Bridge needs something, Wendy.
Oh, God, you do the long bridge. I'm taking care of it.
I hate the Longfellow.
Got to start up here.
All right.
Pretty ambitious. Ambitious.
Yeah. Oh. No, I was. Ooh, what color is that?
It's going to be a shadow.
Oh, God.
It's going to be a shadow. I heard you say, Julie, do the bridge.
Julie, do the bridge.
So you can't complain now.
I don't know what that is. What to do next?
Yeah,
Which of
need
these
some
pencils?
darks.
We do need dark.
Paul needs darks. Paul needs darks.
Paul definitely needs dark.
It's still kind of wet.
Yeah, you got that going in my palette too.
That paint we need fresh.
All night. I put everything in yesterday just to get it going.
Mine's been in there for 3 months.
Well, that's what mine was, but then I went, no, I should maybe put some freshness. Because then it would relate to us, you know?
That's true.
Yeah, we are friends, right?
We're keeping this impressionistic rather than academic Boston style.
Right.
All right. We can do that.
There, now there's motion in that car. Step back so. This car needs help. I think this car needs to go to the shop.
No more darks on it.
No, it's perfect.
It is.
I'm just saying it. Oh, I'm just
It's
saying.
an old car.
I know, that's what I'm saying, is
No.
that it's just like our car that just was at the shop. That it, what is that?
Okay, what's this right here?
Those are other buildings, they
Those
need
are
a little
other-
more shape.
Okay.
They need some shape. This one needs to have attitude. And this is part of the thing.
Okay, maybe this line needs to come.
Yeah.
Hancock needs to be different between this plane and the sky.
Oh, well, I was trying to have it meld, because part of the whole point of the Hancock
I know
is that it
That line's
blends
not straight
into the
down.
sky.
Maybe this line from this line.
Here, I'll do, yeah, I'll get, so you
She's
know what
good
I'll
at
do?
the tall parts.
I'll do this,
Yes, Andrew.
that, and then we'll have,
Yes.
then we'll have cloud.
Oh my God, look at that.
What do you think, Kathy?
You know how those clouds go by?
I think the car needs to be better.
Now remember, any further detailing you do on any part needs to be repeated every place else, so
I know that.
be very, very,
know that, she said.
I do.
we do want to get out of here tonight and avoid the parade traffic.
Hey,
I think we're almost done.
I think we are almost done. Oh,
Can we let it dry for a minute and step back and look at it from a distance?
Where's that car back there?
Let gravity help.
Yeah, I was pushing it in. The proof, you want more on the proof? The proof's pretty boring, isn't it?
Yes.
Thought you were gonna jump into the proof.
You didn't like my color.
Yeah.
Oh, which color were we doing? The prudential is
Every
pretty.
time I put down green, she puts red
Doesn't
in.
it have like a little thing on top like this?
I did the green there.
Doesn't have this on top.
It does, that's the thing we drew.
That's the thing you
Like a
got,
little pointy
the little pointy thing. But
Oh,
we're
the
so
little
far,
pointy
we're so
thing.
far down below, we can't see that. It's above our eye level.
I think that's, where would it be?
You say so.
There.
You don't want to do it.
No,
There, now I know what it
it's
is.
the weather vane, isn't that the thing that the airplanes will
Yeah.
fly into?
No, that's,
It's on the Prudential. Yeah, because they have a red, it's a radio, well, they might have one on the
it's
Hancock.
on the Hancock, it's on the old Hancock, it's on the old Hancock. But there is one on there too. Or at least there is now. Yeah, what is it, the red?
Red in the morning, a sailor's warning.
No, that's a different thing. With the Hancock, it's, I used to know this.
When you were two.
I have no idea.
Where's my brain?
I don't know.
What?
Back here.
Yeah,
Red is the storm cone.
Chris.
yes.
Oh, he's looking it up. You see? He's on it. He's my brain.
That's reflection in the water.
Did you like my yellow silver?
I do. I like that. This is balancing the yellow.
Yeah, and the yellow over there. That's why I made it yellow card. Yeah, I like that.
I want to see some gold on the State House stone.
You want gold metallic. You gotta use your imagination. That's quinacridone gold.
Which was not on the color list.
I was gonna say, boy.
I have it, but it wasn't on our color list. Okay. It has been suggested that we take a moment
Need some
at it to see what
I
we've
think it's
done.
looking pretty good.
I didn't like my trails.
Is this 2.5 hours after since we started?
Okay, good.
Lost track of time?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Especially against the
You're
yellow.
ahead of schedule. You're ahead of schedule.
Really? That's good.
25 or 3.
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh, you've only been on this since 45, so.
Yeah.
Good.
Camaraderie at its best, right? It's doing. It's doing.
Absolutely.
So it's dark green here. So this one.
Yeah, get out of Okay.
I'm already putting red in it.
Okay.
This is the
So the
fastest one we've
Hancock
done.
building, which is not the Prudential Center, and it's not this Hancock building, but it has that spike on the top that has different lights. And it is steady blue, clear view. Flashing blue, clouds do. Steady red, storms ahead. Flashing red, snow instead. Be warned.
Well, you got an opportunity there for blue and red.
Yeah.
Just enough, just enough.
Okay. We're 45 minutes into this, I've been told, on our...
Well, you're doing
That's our best
beautiful.
time yet. I bet if we did it again, we could do it in half an hour.
Yeah, do you think we should do any more?
Do you really want to do it again? No.
Yeah, those shit weren't supposed to be down there. They were supposed to be up here. I think we were supposed to. A shit, a gray shit that was like this.
What are we doing?
Fix it.
Don't get too heavy. Gingerly,
I'm just putting some, because we had
light touch.
Get those signing brushes ready. Right?
0, 0, 0.
That's right, the pointy brush.
Yeah.
I know.
All that.
I know. Did you bring your toothpicks? Ann likes to use masking liquid with a toothpick that she drags across the paper. It is. I know.
Yes.
Don't get too heavy.
I didn't realize it. You got a sailboat in there.
What? There's a sailboat.
Oh, on the lake.
That's the Charles River.
Right.
Basin.
I did that.
It's very good. Wendy, very good. I like it. Sure. What is that thing in the little right-hand corner?
It's the other salt and pepper, supposed to be too.
Oh, I see.
It's not very good.
We gotta,
It's not very good. You know, let's
I
make it
didn't know quite what that was.
Let's make Cathy, is it sitting on top of the railing?
No,
On the ground?
I don't let it go.
It goes down to the ground?
I will not let anything now go.
Okay.
Oh, I know one of the road workers.
Yeah, because it's on the other side. It's on the riverside. No, I don't think it's not on the street side.
So, if I could
I think any place that will take it, I think is a great idea.
I think it probably, it eases to because
And then this guy's got a window in it.
So people don't jump in there.
They have to work at it.
Yes.
okay, so what we should do, what we should probably
Now I get it.
You got it?
I should bring it up an email, because I don't get to many of the people.
Anybody got a
Say
complaint?
Somebody wants to.
We're gonna hand you a brush.
There you go.
Let me know that. Let me vote on that, right? And then
I think light and shadow, it's
I'll give you the
okay.
balance, I'll send you.
The shades back and forth, it actually looks like there's sunlight somewhere.
Certainly,
Yeah.
certainly, yeah.
We might want to quit while we're ahead.
I think that
Oh, yeah, I want to get a nice,
The worst thing you can do is overwork a painting.
Is that right?
what I want to do is, I would
Wait
like.
a minute, I want to get a tight, I want to tighten on it.
No, you would not mind? No, yes.
Does it make sense?
Not on one side.
Is there any part that's extremely annoying? Just annoying isn't it? Has to be extremely annoying.
I'm afraid I'm fixated on the fact that the Prudential building was more like a room and hours.
We're going to tell you that's probably the perspective of the person standing in the street looking up at it.
Okay,
All right?
that worked.
Or the bird
That
in the
was
sky
the whole-
flying past it.
Yeah, that's what we figured, was that it should be anomalous, because it's, yeah?
I know, I do too. Yeah. I know, I've suggested that to Cathy several times now. She's ignoring it.
That's my rule. I think that's fine.
Oh, no, we won't.
Julie. Exactly. Walk out of it.
Get out of the picture.
Get out
I
of
was
it.
thinking,
Right.
this might be the shot. Shot heard around the world.
There you go.
Speaking of that, Paul Revere needs stronger darks.
Yeah, you do it. You're better at Paul Revere.
You're better at Paul Revere. I know.
We all know which one we're better at now.
Wendy,
Yeah?
you were pretty brave to do this with one arm.
Yes, we agree.
Suckered in before I broke it.
What do they say about a one-arm paper?
What do they say?
She can do it with one arm typing.
Hey, Julie.
Yes? He got his first week.
I shot it in previous color.
Yeah, wow. That's neat, yeah. That's cool, that's cool. Paul needs to.
Neat.
Looks great. I'm always aware of
Yeah, Antwerp was great.
Yeah, it's black and white. I just realized that. I've only had the camera for 5 years, 4 years, 5 years now.
Guys, we all need to step back, go to the back of the room,
Go to the back.
take a look, and then we'll make a decision what we need.
I don't think there's anything. What do you think?
sort of like a frostbite.
I think it needs a round of applause.
We need the 3 artists to come up and get their,
That's right.
everybody wants to.
Just it's reintroduction.
A reintroduction?
Reintroduction.
Cathy, Julie?
Get up there.
Come on.
Get up there.
Just been asked that we introduce ourselves.
Right.
As if we need more introduction.
Yeah, I better take my.
I think you better take it before I go home with it. Okay?
Thank you for using it.
You're welcome.
We have here Cathy Chin.
Right.
Julie Blanchard.
Thank you for staying.
And I am Wendy Hale.
Hi, everybody. Wasn't that a great piece? These three gals had a lot of courage getting together and doing this. Fun, upbeat, and a pleasure for all of those that were there to watch it. Remember, New England Watercolor Society, great organization. Go online and join. You'll have fun doing it. Bye-bye.